So we're in Coventry, United Kingdom, and we're coming along here now, and we're in Torrington Avenue, and this used to be our Vauxhall garage, and now it's another auto place, and so it's changed, and now we have to go across the other side of town to get our car serviced. But anyway, that used to be our lovely Vauxhall garage where we could go, and we can't anymore. Well, Mrs. Hurr finally got fed up with the mud, so we're coming out and we are doing a road work. God gracious. I'm not a road engineer, a road walk today. And of course I'm speaking a little bit posh because we had the Oxford vaccine. And of course now you find that as a side effect I'm speaking rather poshly Oxford English. You see, this is one of the side effects, although fortunately it doesn't last all the time. Sorry about that. You will listen to an idiot.
Huh? What you say, boy?
Right, now, Padstow Road. Right, along here in Binns Close is where I used to work when I taught in what was called a skills centre, which is sort of like a college really, and I taught motor vehicle engineering. Someone's coming, Irene. And so I can smell something cooking, yeah. So we're coming along here. There's a Volvo truck place there. Afternoon. And there we are, look, another one of these new boxes has appeared. Ultra-fast broadband is here. They're doing Coventry with this ultra-fast broadband. Now there's the opening we could have gone through and under the railway. That goes under the railway, the Birmingham to London railway. But we'll continue because we're going to go a little bit further. A lot of businesses along here in Torrington Avenue. One of my erstwhile colleagues, when I was teaching at college, or skills centre, call it what you will, set up a hydraulics business around the back there somewhere. I think his name was Phil. And he left teaching and went off to run his own hydraulics business. Never heard the end of it, never got in contact, because in those days you couldn't just link up on some sort of social media and keep up with people. Big advantage these days is, of course, once you're in contact with somebody, as long as you and they want to be in contact, you can be. So it's very different today, so that we don't lose people. Although, of course, you can't keep in contact with everybody on Facebook, and every now and again you get somebody. I remember once we met somebody, a young lady in Birmingham, at the Christmas German market, and didn't remember her, but we did link on Facebook, her and her fella, or a guy she was with. Anyway, ages after that, somebody came on and said, "Oh, hi, how are you and Irene?" Her name was Lucy Tinker Sugar Socks. I'd never linked with anybody called Lucy Tinker Sugar Socks. Anyway, it turned out to be this young lady, and I think she's now in Switzerland. So that's who it turned out to be, somebody I'd already known, and we linked, but she seemed to have changed her name in between, which which is something that a lot of our Thai friends do fairly regularly. I have to make notes in my little note app so that I know what their latest name is. And I had a friend called Nayamon, and it was her birthday this week, and but now she's called Mon Mum. No longer Nayamon, she's called Mon Mum. As I say, there's lots of these companies along here, but of course there's no cars outside them now because so many people are working from home. Be interesting to see how many of these actually open up again in the future. Now, what would be nice on this walk is to walk this way and then go back through the woods the other side, but it won't be possible because it's deep with mud, and with my darling having a bit of a mud aversion, she's not that keen with the mud. That screaming noise is the London-Birmingham train going by, one way or the other. Now this is Binns Close, where I used to teach. There were two places. This was one of them. Those buildings there, you can see, those are where I used to teach. That was called the Skill Centre. And lorries loading, it says now, over there, keep clear. And we were down there, we moved. There's another big site up here, which you'll see in a moment, which is our granddaughter's school. And it used to be the site where we were before we moved down there. And but now the whole place, it's funny to think that where I used to teach, our granddaughter now goes to school. It's in a completely different building because the land registry took it over after us, and of course then it was turned into Finham Park 2. Now I don't know if the filling station is closed or open, but I suppose it's all being done automatic because all the shop and stuff is shut. Now it's been said, yeah, the automatic ones are over there. It's been said that schools are opening up on the 8th of March, and it'll be interesting to see how they put the various tiers, spread the tiers over the country, and to see what we will be in. They're saying that they're hoping that by May everybody over 50 will have had their jabs, so we'll have had our second one by then. So hopefully things can start to open up. But I've heard now that they're going to issue a passport. I presume it will be a little digital passport, so that people who have had 2 jabs can go off and travel on planes again. So I'm all for people having the right not to have the injection, but it looks like they won't be allowed to travel. But that will be the choice that they make, and I'm all for them having the choice. But it's as well that most of us, 70% of us, are taking it up, because otherwise we'd have a situation where we wouldn't have enough people having the injection to do away with the disease, which would be really sad. Screwfix down there. I don't suppose they're still open, but well, I better finish this here. We've had a good walk down here along Torrington Avenue. We'll do one on the other side going back towards home. So I will say thank you very much for watching. How grateful and happy an old man would be if you were to subscribe, click the bell, like and share. So thank you for watching. Bye for now from the Rambling Rambler. That's Dave to his friends.